Good morning, people. We're coming to you live just to communicate with you guys what's been going on and to end up letting you guys know that there is a lot of reasons to keep moving forward. And yeah, it's early in the morning. It's about 2 a.m., maybe, yeah, a little after 2 a.m., and we're just going to make this happen. Um, but this is mainly going to be a story time that's going to be different. So we hope that you guys can take this stuff in because this is dead serious, honest things that are going to come out of my mouth that I've already communicated with people in my life out through the last 13 plus days. And this one's going to probably penetrate and hurt and help guide people to take the hurt away and actually move forward in whatever you're struggling with. We can end up trying to get there and help you guys. So, as we speak and as we move forward, we're going to end up just talking about this stuff and what are the things that are going to happen and what can end up changing about anything. Let's just try to make this a sincere message that it's going to help you and to give you wisdom, because I know that some people in this world just don't see eye to eye anymore, and they obviously are going to fight. They're going to get out of place. They're going to lose track of it. So let's just try to get into it and motivate each other to keep each other's day happy and have a great day at the end of this video. So as we're going through life and just struggling with this, it's much different. Yes, I know. Okay, so what's been going on in the last 13 days plus, we're going to move forward on this right now. So if you guys are new here, welcome in. If you guys are just joining us for this new opportunity to make a difference in your life, please end up trying to take advantage of it and motivate yourself to dive deeper into context when I end up moving forward on this. So as we keep moving forward in life, the last video I made 4 months ago, I celebrate the people and I end up giving you guys things and stuff. That was right around Thanksgiving and all that. So let's just motivate ourselves and to get this going. So even though that it's been 4 months since I last made an actual video and stuff, and I've been making music and stuff, it's a slow process on this, but we are moving the pieces and all the puzzles to try to help anybody that is struggling with the depression or things that are going on. So as I've been going through this and as I made that video last November, we're just going to go into it. Yes, it is early in the morning, but we're going to get straight to the point, help you guys understand why. So the last video, I was drinking a lot. I was motivated to get into sports and just motivate myself to obviously try to live life. So even though that this has been going on and is very complicated, there's not a single thing that I could help myself with in this kind of context, but there is guidance. And so for people that are going through rough patches, I can tell you, you will find help and you will end up getting the right resources somewhere. Having that being said, you got to end up moving forward in life and what you truly want and what you truly matter, right? So here's something that will help you in this time zone. Okay, so you're going through a rough patch, you don't know what to do. Even though I made the video last November, it's a challenge, right? So life can be a challenge on any point of view and anyone's life. It just doesn't matter, right? It matters to people. And since there is a lot of people in this life, my friend has been feeling weird, like just upset with things that are going on, okay? Having his back break and being a very good friend to me, it's a challenge. But as I'm going through life, and mom and dad, this one is mainly for you guys and to motivate everybody so you guys understand. So even though that we got in a deep fight, and I do forgive you guys 100% of the time, I need to make sure that you guys realize that you guys saved me from taking the pills, taking the beer, taking the stuff that I didn't need, and it was actually declining in my health, which I fell deeper into context of I was running away from the wrong thing, and I was running towards what I thought was making me happy. And even though that we've had these challenges, we've had these talks before, this one's mainly just for you guys to take in and to understand that trying to be honest and being sincere about things are two conversations that anybody in this world can have. Now, admitting that I'm wrong about going to certain places in this life that I know you're not going to be happy about, and you're going to feel a little bit pressured. You're going to feel like maybe I might be too much. I might be weird, okay? And if I'm talking way out of term, whether that's at dinner, whether that's motivating myself to get the things I need in this world that obviously are going to eventually dissipate and fall apart. So take for instance of when you guys protect me, you guys, since a little kid, you guys have protected me. Now you guys didn't have to, and there's a lot of reasons why we obviously as people we don't know if we should protect or save people. But I know that I can be a little too much, and I know that I can go a little overboard a lot out through the years. Now, this last one, I was not just running towards if I should keep taking or drinking. I was running after certain things in this life that were really motivating me in the wrong direction. When I have lost things, I have lost. I really think every day I'm losing you guys instead of, you know what? Maybe that is our kid. Maybe this is a motivation that we can take in and we can live life like normal, right? So I was told that I've been normal, and knowing that I've been told that by every single person, there is a little bit of craziness in all of us. So right about your birthday time, it kind of swallowed me up into the point where I was lost and I was never going to be able to be found, right? So I was wandering outside of my head, outside of this, not knowing. I've been in these bad relationships you guys have known about, and I've also don't know what life holds. In this context, in this mindset, in these rebelling or going against you guys or anybody in life. I know it makes you guys angry when I talk about certain subjects in this life that are not only going to despise and put a mad face on someone. I am running to something that is more better for me because I have these goals in life, not to go just play, not to just play sports, not just to go swimming, not just to spend time with friends, but to make a difference, knowing that I can do one exact thing. I can promise that everything will get better in your guys' life. Now, not only do I want to accept that I have been wrong 99% of the time, there is a reason why anybody in this life that says stupid things, that says annoying things, that gets on people's nerves, right? That is people in general, right? And so when I'm working my butt off and trying to help and moving all this stuff, all I was trying to do is function with the wrong thing. I had pills, I had this and that, and I'm willing to admit this. But there's been a recent change inside of me that gives me a reason to move forward. Whether you guys are going to agree with 99% or 100% of anything I say, or take it for granted because nothing in this world is going to be given unless we have grace. Now, grace is another way of suffering, and I've given you guys a lot, just like with Samuel, just like with mom, just like with family in general. I don't want to be a person that's going to cause your guys' veins to pop out of your head. And I don't want to have to go back to a place that is not going to help me. Now, with all this being said, you guys are right about therapy, and you guys are right about a 99% of what we talk about. But with the 1% that is still on the table, or catch your phrase, that certain things that we say can make people trouble. There's a lot of reasons why I stopped eating dinner with you guys, and there's a lot of reasons why I need to. There's a lot of times I want to go out to dinner, but I have a life of my own that I have to survive and protect myself too. Now, it's okay to honk the horn. It's okay to tell me that you're going to be here or be there. But when it comes to being a little bit too much, I'm not the only one. Right? So when we're talking about space, or we're talking about this circumstance, and we talk about it all the time, you guys don't only hold me accountable, you guys need to make sure, because telling somebody and getting the wrong answer could put the approach that it makes people look bad all the time. It makes people look bad. It makes people look like maybe you guys don't want to try. And if that's not true, then okay, let's go deeper in the context of why. People in this life get angry for one thing, not because they're nervous, not because they're fearing, not because they're worried. They get angry because of the certain symptoms that we all have issues. All right. And there's no one in this world that would tell you better than that than your own family. Right? So they're trying to keep me from all this evil. They're trying to keep me from the negative stuff. They're trying to keep me from this video or that video or this movie or this clip or these friends. But it puts a perspective on who parents can be and who they can't be. What they can't be is perfect, and I can't be perfect. But when you were talking about certain things, whether it's at the dinner table or whether we're in the community, you got mad at me, and it really makes me question if I should even talk to anybody, right? But if you want to question me, go ahead. I don't have to read this book. I don't have to listen to this song. I don't got to listen to this. No one has to listen to my stuff. But deep inside, it motivates you, and it will tell you a story about what I'm struggling with in that exact moment, or that exact 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on the song and what I'm bringing to the table. We've already made a song with you, and I've already made a song with everybody in this family, because that's who we are. We are trying to connect more. We are trying to become pretzels. Okay? We're trying to stick together and trying to motivate each other in the way that, even though that people in this world are going to say things about me or say things to me or even about family, you got to believe what you want to believe. You got to trust what you can trust. If you can trust your gut, then trust your gut, Father. If you can trust something else, then trust it. But the more you end up doubting me, and brothers and sisters and even sister-in-laws and stuff, then you start doubting yourself, and then you start putting doubt in everyone else to where, oh, well, maybe I'm not enough, or maybe I can't do this, or maybe I have never been a human being. And there's going to be times that are going to get under everybody's skin. All right. When Granny was here, it was the best time until we're at it. I'm trying to make a statement, and you want me to be nice to brothers, cousins, and everybody, which is cool. I'm fine to do that. But when it distracts me, and you say all I do is sit in my room, or all you do is stop caring. Well, it makes me feel like maybe not only did you guys ever want me to be around, maybe I don't need to be around because I'm in a better place. I don't need to have screaming and non-stop screaming about pills or about alcohol, knowing that I've already experienced the bad part. But my life is not over. My life is just beginning, and I can tell you, if you guys don't like me coming to a reason, then I'll just keep my mouth shut, and I'll spend time with you guys, and I'll just laugh, and I'll start doing this. And it shows who you actually are. It shows who I am. If I start laughing in a conversation that you guys take way out of perspective, and because we've already communicated with family and everybody, my family likes to make these old clips and explaining to me that I would be wiping their butt and scraping their ass. Right? It just, there's something in that story that turns 99% of people off at all costs. Dad jokes about why I was in court. Dad jokes about why I've been behind certain places. Jail, hospital, friend's house. Why are you staying with this girl? Why aren't you staying with this girl? Why don't you just come home and be responsible? What I've been telling a bunch of people and what they've been telling me, it helps me understand who I actually am. And I know it can be complicated. I know it can be like I'm obsessing with something that I don't understand. Take it, for instance, my brothers, cousins, sisters, whatever it might be. We all have our minds set on something in this life. And some of us, me and my sister, we don't know what we're going to do for the future. Me and my brother, we don't know what we're going to do. Whatever my older brother goes through, that's usually what we go through. And, playing sports, it has got me out of what I called, and this is what I've finally came to analogy and stuff. And to knowing this information, I can still be locked up in the exact same place at home. Okay? Because what people in this life are going to say is do whatever you feel. So if I feel like, okay, well, I am handcuffed to this room. I'm handcuffed to the house. I'm handcuffed to wherever I stay, right? Well, if I'm handcuffed, then that means you're not going to be able to go anywhere. That means you've got to sit in some room, and some audience is going to be around to mock you, to tell you things, to tell you bad stories, to tell you stories about getting out of who knows these dark places. But I take it as there's a reason. And that reason is I was so stuck here in this big bubble of hearts. I was so hooked to nicotine, which I still am a little bit, but I'm slowly stepping away from it. I have zero nicotine in my system almost all day. Almost. I have a 3 and I have a 0. The 0 is root beer flavored candies that you get at these random stores or gas stations. But it's so delicious that even one thing in this world, I have to pull off the mask. The handcuff is just an example that I was stuck. I was 100% stuck here, right here in this room, 24 million hours a day. Okay? And you do that 7 times, 365 days for an estimate of about 3 to 4 years, almost 4 years, 3.5 years, maybe longer. You start questioning life. All right? You start questioning life. You start questioning if you should go to this place or that place. If I should go out to the bar, should I go out to this strip club? Whatever it might be, this one is up to you. But you can talk about all this, as Dad says, nonsense 24/7 every day for one whole year and have 0 people to ever talk to. Right? But by pulling off the mask, I feel guilty because I tried to what? I tried to be an emotional wreck that I chose in an emotional way to let go of everything else and go after the thing, the stuff, the girlfriends, the relationships, or whatever it might be. And now people can tell me that I'm wrong. People can come over and they can do whatever they have to. But if somebody talks about kind of taking it as, if you don't do this, you don't get your allowance. It could be going to a family meeting. It could be going to this school, this party, this give, take, whatever it might be, every single day. Be a music artist. You can do whatever you want. But if you don't have the right people and the results that are not showing, then who are you? But the mass joke that I have been coming up with, and it's not even a joke, it's just deep inside, people are taking it in a much different way that I'm explaining it. And knowing that I don't have any issues that I know of, and with my family holding, well, you spilled the jelly and you need to clean it up or you can't get your allowance. Okay, well, I make messes and there's a reason why. Right? Because I'm a clumsy kid that doesn't have issues. I'm a normal person, just like any other person in the ring, anybody that is going to the club, anybody that's going to the stores, anybody that truly wants to make money, you got to go out there and get a job. Now, going to therapy a long time ago and having a job, Dad was right. All I wanted was to try to end up earning likes on social media or funny quotes that people are going to end up commenting to me. But if all I do is make your guys' life miserable, what's the point of talking to me? When I'm telling you straight up, whether I send this, whether I show it, whether I even deeply don't even know why I say the things I do. And deep inside, I'm not the only one that says stupid things. I'm not the only one that is obsessing with certain things in this life that are going to vanish, that are going to fade away, to end up doing this stuff. But if you guys had a choice, me or all the videos that you guys do, me or nephews and nieces or other brothers and sisters, would you end up ever going back in time and never having me around? But it depends on how you answer the question. And so since I have done a lot of rebellious things, let me kind of leave you guys with this question. And I don't know if you guys ever will agree with anything. There's nothing I can say that would change the moment, and there's nothing I can say that pushes me to living on my own again. It's hard, and it can be difficult, but it also can be a blessing in disguise. I've been told that my energy level went from is at 2%, right? Do you ever feel your heartbeat? I know that you guys don't like me talking about LGBT and TS street group, but I know that you guys also don't like me to talk about nonsense. And so, since I can't seem to get to the point of why I said this, let's just sum it out that I was drinking before all this. I was downing pills. I was getting in the way of myself. I was beating myself in a different way that I just put myself in the emotional state that I chose to keep drinking. I choose to go to these meetings. I choose to get outside the house. I choose to get outside of anywhere I go. But you guys don't like my decisions. And even learning the decisions on my own, it just shows who I actually do not want to be. And this time I need your guys' extra support. I don't know what is really going on in life. And that's something that I've been trying to work through. I don't know why I keep talking about things that are a bunch of nonsense. But there is nothing wrong with you. The actions show who you are, and then it reflects off of everybody in the room. Depending on if you wear a red shirt, a purple, rainbow shirts, you wear any kind of shirts, Dad doesn't like it. You wear stuff about demons, Dad doesn't like it. Dad doesn't like anything that I've done. He appreciates me. Mom appreciates me. They talk about certain things in life, but they do not show it when I'm going through a rough patch. They call the people to take me away. They call this. Maybe they don't, but it's not in my head. And there's no such thing as voices in my head. It's a figure of speech that people will say to try to get the wrong kind of help, knowing that a pill, a beer, alcohol, any kind of thing that you need in this life, even money is not going to satisfy a single person in this life, because I've been to the top. I've been to the places that I probably should have not. But I had to go through all of these experiences in the last 3 to 10 years, whatever. And I've lost people. My family thinks it's all a joke. But when I'm really standing up and doing things for them, I don't think they think it's a joke. They take it as maybe they might be feeling guilty for something and they are giving me food. They are giving me certain things. They are taking me to these places because I feel guilty. When deep inside, I can't even know what life is. I don't know what to feel every single day. I don't know how I'm supposed to treat people. I have been taught by you guys the wrong ways and how I've approached people. And you know what? I don't care. You know what? Deep inside, if I want to be something and you guys don't like it, that's something you guys have to live with. I have to live with who I want to be. And, it's a struggle. It's a struggle about life that somewhere in life, you just want to be happy. These are the places I take myself because I don't know myself. The reasons why I make music is because dad thinks I'm just a joke. The reasons why I make these videos is because dad thinks I'm just a joke about life. I can't even go outside and he thinks it's a joke. I have daily migraines. I have breaking out of skin and he still does not show it. He still does not show, you know what? He actually might have these things, or they could just be something else. I break out because I'm drinking dairy products, and that's something that I have to live with. My family thinks I'm just a joke and a piece of trash sometimes when I talk, in their minds, stupid, insane, not enough. This is how I get treated daily. And you know why I have to move out? Because he does not believe in me. And when he does believe in me so much, I lose my stuff. I lose it. I can't go. I've had nightmares for over 6 months since I made that video in November. So many of those, and he does one thing. He asks about certain people in my life. And I can't do this. The TV shows that he watches, and then he goes and boasts about them at these random events. But he thinks that me and my brother that are going to motivate ourselves to make a difference for this kind of time zone. Almost the 21st century that we both live in, almost. There's not a single pill in this world to protect people. But I can't even take care of myself. To your guys' words. I know that all you guys want to do is cry. I know that all you want to do is show how much you guys want to be here for me. But it makes me feel worthless. This is why the other night when we had a weird freak out last Wednesday, it's because I thought I was cool. Laundry wasn't done. Maybe I should go home. It's starting to be almost 10 o'clock at night and I need to leave. So what's dad do? He drives right after me and I scream. I tell him to go home. He's treating me like a kid. And he does not apologize for anything for treating me this way. You want to know what trauma is? That is. Every single day of my life, he would run after me. He would never give me time to space. I never give them space. I hear their voices when I walk through the door. When I walk through the door out there. Right? But all he wants me to do is not only to get a job, keep a job, stay up, and you know what? I can't stay up for 375 days a year. I can't even stay up for one whole 24 hours without freaking out. And you know why people don't care? Because we're all broken. And when I really need them to motivate me, all they want me to do is never listen. Or if they want me to listen, they give this push of screaming at every single person. But when I ask to end up writing a song, the one I posted that's for this Friday and stuff, it's real life and what life actually stands for. I tell them stuff. Dad walks outside the door. He just leaves. He goes straight to work, wherever that might be. He doesn't stay to listen. He doesn't want to stay to listen to me. But he wants to stay and talk about all of this nonsense that he believes that is true. I know what's going on in myself, and I need to make sure that I tell somebody. So that's what I did. Earlier today, the reasons why I said I was going to have a 1 o'clock appointment, it wasn't just for a job interview or anything like that, because a job is never going to end up being preferred for me. And I'm not required to ever get a job because there's no way I could ever get a job in this lifetime at all. So that's why I stick to music, and that's why I've motivated people to come and help out. And I'm also getting the motivation of, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's good. Can you make a song about our brother or sister or cousin or family member in our life? Now, I've almost made a lot more videos than I probably should for over 2 years. But sometimes you have to take advantage of this stuff. My mother and father think I'm a joke. My own family thinks I'm a joke. They call me out when family is here. They call me out when anybody is here. They call me out when I'm having a great day. Oh, well, he did this, whatever. And then they question, was having him move out a good thing? 100%, that's a full yes for me. For them, it's distant because they want me to go to these meetings. They want me to go to these buildings that I could just watch at home. I could listen online. But I'm going through the 12-step plan. I went to therapy today at 1 o'clock. Not because you guys were not around, because I needed some extra support. You're probably going to cringe about all this. And this is why I've explained from the beginning, this is going to be very difficult to take in. I tell someone that a girl is running after me when really it could be all envisioned. Everything I've done and said since almost a year ago, I would say almost that we're at that year since I started acting weird and freaky. But they can't even admit that something is wrong. Oh, when I'm panicking, it's all fine. But I can't get a job. I can't get a job. I can't tell anybody about it. I can't even go. I went to therapy because I was on edge and I needed some extra support because I have nothing to look forward to daily. I went there instead of a job interview because I felt guilty and sick of who I was. And this is bad for anybody that is going through a rough patch. Hear this story and take it in, because I don't know if I'm ever going to live another day sometimes. And that's where people in your life, getting out in the community is the best part of life. Getting a job is the best part of life. For me, I cannot do that. I can sell at 99%, but that 1% is holding me hostage, and that's myself in the way, always. I'm going to talk about things. I talk about my gay friends. I talk about everybody. And I still have nothing. I have nothing. I can't be sick. I'm sick and tired of living in a bubble that nobody seems to show that they actually want me to be around. Everybody back at home where I'm at, they want me to be around more. They want me to listen to my family, whoever that is. They are trying to support me in multiple ways. Some of them are coming from California because there's a lot going on in the world. There's so many people in this world. Not enough time to be happy. But you know why I get mad? You know why I get upset? Because I'm disappointed in someone else's choices. I'm upset because I've made bad choices in my life. This is why I beat myself up. This is why I sit in a dark room. This is why I'm shielded and stuck and arrested and stuck in handcuffs every single day, because I would never let go of my past. The thing with my dad, on his birthday or going into his birthday, it was nothing but a joke. I couldn't help him. He jokes about how when he's 60 years old, he does not want to keep fighting when he doesn't even know what it means to be a human being in this lifetime. Everything I'm doing is everything he's doing, but he excels at 192% of everything. And he blames all of us because I can't get a job. He blames me because I can't get this. He talks about all of this special stuff that is going on that we can never see as a human. I tell my family that I'm blind. He thinks it's a joke. Nothing is a joke if you are going to say it. You say mean things, that's okay. If I have to leave every single day, then that's up to you. But don't throw dog poop at me. Don't throw, well, I know better than you, because all you're doing is telling yourself that you are not good enough to be here for us. You are, not me. You keep telling us. We keep reacting because that's what you do. You want to stop fighting? Then you can stop fighting first, because it always starts with the man. It always starts with the people that are in charge. People that are in charge. Not two people that think it's fun to traumatize your own son. Not even that. Now my older brother, now my brothers are even getting onto me. One doesn't like me because he thinks by having me live at an apartment complex or even moving away or being in jail is better than actually saying that he loves me. He will never come and say that to me. He'll tell family, which is just a bunch of rumors, because it can't be true, because if someone loves you as a brother or sister, and then you act like, oh, well, it's not my fault, it's your fault. Blame all the stuff on me you want. But deep inside, I don't even know who I am. Just like you don't even know who you are. Just like dad and family does not know who we are. I'm just a person that is trying to get my life straightened out, just like you guys don't want me to. You guys want to curse my name out? You guys want to tell me that I'm wrong in certain forms? Then go ahead. There's people at Chili's watching you fight me and cursing certain things that were wrong. You can admit to me that you're sorry, but deep inside, if you're doing that in the public, now people are starting to see who you are, Dad. Get mad at me all you want, but you're showing who you are in community. Just imagine if the manager came out and talked to you and did all this stuff. I can't help you. He tells me that if I go to court, if I go to jail, he can't help me because he doesn't think I want the help. He puffs himself up with pride all the time, just like every single one of us do. We are immature adults as people. He's a 40-year-old man in a little kid's body that doesn't know any better besides fighting his own two kids. Calling us children. That's fine. We're all children, but we're only one true child from a father. You say you want us to trust you, but you also want me to admit that I'm wrong. Yes, the reasons why I helped you is because I was feeling stupid. I was feeling very irritable in the wrong form at Chili's. But if I'm willing to show you this video, let you guys know everything that's going on in all of our heads, like you guys say what you want, it's gonna hurt you. You say, oh well, it's not gonna happen, and then they show up to our house. People show up to the house all the time, and you start asking questions to me. You start blaming me. Oh, well, you need to talk to him. You need to pressure. You pressure. No. I pressure myself when I choose to. You trust the wrong emotions. You laugh at me when I do something stupid. So then it revulses. You want me to laugh at something that you've done. What about everything that you've told these neighbors? On your Facebook, on your YouTube channel. The reasons why I love you guys is because you guys are willing to show a little bit. The reasons why you guys love me is because you guys think that you guys are obligated in all this bull crap that is going off to I'm pushed off on the edge every single time that you guys want to fight. But when I listen to you guys, I get in trouble. I get in trouble because I listen to you guys. So is that good parenting? I'm going to tell you that's a maybe on everybody. But going to therapy was the best time today. I don't care what you guys say. They're not trying to put drugs or system in my body. They want to know that I was 99%, 100% today, confident in myself to overcome the challenges alone. You guys ain't there. You guys ain't calling. You guys don't even know what's going on in my head until I tell you. But there's only one thing to ask. It identifies. What the heck is going on at the Chili's when you were trying to get very irritable and arrogant towards me when I asked you a simple question about how did your class go, and all you gave me was a bunch of nonsense that now people in the community may not even want us all to go there. Right? If the church, if people in the community, if people that are our friends see this stuff going on, and then you say that you want me to be a good father, then you start changing me. And changing me is going to hurt me. That's why in this life we only get one, and we only get one because that's the way life works. I love you guys, but you guys maybe be a little bit too much and on edge, and you guys are taking certain conversations to the extreme before you guys even respond nice. The thing with Sean and McKinley or whatever, you guys need to take this stuff into precaution that we're all going to act this way. Whatever you tell them, whatever you tell our brothers, whatever you tell all of us, whatever you tell anybody at the dinner table, it's going to reflect who we actually are. And you know how mad I am? I'm just mad. Okay? I'm very mad at who I am. I can't live with the choices that I've done, but I'm willing to show up to therapy. I'm willing to show up to the person that I am because I'm very upset. You know why I was taking pills? Because it was the best feeling in the world, knowing that those pills were not going to save me. They were hurting me. And all you guys can do is laugh at my skin breaking out, thinking that this is all a joke, thinking that I can't even see when I can't. I cannot see. I can barely even see what's going on here. Everything is blurry, but I can still try to at least accomplish everything in life. You know what? I went hiking the other night, right? You guys didn't tell me to. You guys didn't even ask me to. I went because I wanted to get out and do something, right? Why walk the exact same place that I got hurt on my knee? I don't know if you guys can see this, but right here, it hurts me. And my family thinks it's funny when I paint my fingernails. They laugh. They talk bad, then they talk good. Even the one person that I thought was my friend today talks about something good. That's it. And you know, I'm okay with whatever people want to be. As a kid, just a kid, you're going through this life all wrong. We go after the certain things, and then we try to get the help way down the road, 10 years down the road. That's what I've been trying to do, right? And the best I can say is going to a therapy session is the best kind of help for anger, for troubles, for even history that is repeating itself nonstop, daily, every single year, for whenever the time of the rapture is going to happen. But I can only say so much, and there's only so much Dad can say before he gets so aggressive. He smacks me in the head before his birthday, thinking it's going to end up impacting him and change. I tell him I'm burning all these pieces of paper that I did. I burnt them. I put them in the fire. And you know, sometimes in this future, sometime down the road, we don't know exactly when, but they're not going to be able to allow people to have fires going on in their house, because what it's doing is making the atmosphere so, like, blurred. You won't be able to see. It's kind of like a cloudy day where it's just like that's what this is. So as our neighbor comes over, because we're having these meetings or whatever Dad likes to do, our neighbor comes all the way over, and way over here, boom, just way over there, that we used to go to school with their brothers and sisters, and especially the youngest one, because we're the same age and he has kids. But the point is I guess something went straight into her garage that was open, and it was at night. She comes over right about sunset and tells him something that's going on and how down the road we won't be able to use our fireplaces in the house. Well, it's the way life is. We don't get what we deserve. We deserve to be cold because that's the way it is. Now, now there was a time that we couldn't do it. We couldn't have fires in the outside in the grasses, whatever. But I say all this because I am so just upset with myself, and this is one thing why. I don't know who I am. I'm not looking for a relationship. I am actually been looking for jobs, and it's very, very difficult because all the jobs I want are jobs that I have to have at least a few months prior before I start to at least have a welding job or some job down the road. Now, being tired as it is, are you ever tired with your family acting rebellion? We may make a video later on, we may not. It just depends on what you talk about, what you want. But have you seen everything that's going on in the world? Like, who knows? Is it going to be okay what's happening next Monday that may actually end up leading to the rapture and the end of the world and people may not being able to get food and the special eclipse? That's why a family is going to Texas and they're already there. Which is fun because it gives them the space that they've obviously have needed for the last 6 months plus. I would even say the last 2 to 3, maybe even the last 5 years, depending on what they want to end up explaining to somebody. Yes, I do have allergies. You might think it's in my head. No, it's not. Definitely, it's not. You can see it in my head. You can see it on my face. You can see my flexion of who I am. Nobody can really even take anybody in unless they're physically under something. As of all this going on in the last 13 days plus, I'm coming to a complete stop that this is going to help you. But I can't do this thing called finding a relationship no more. I'm way past even being able to look for one. And, I'm just trying to work on myself daily. I'm trying to get this new album out, but it's a difficult part because there's something that I'm that is holding me in this dark. Well, you don't need to do that kind of form of mindset that, it doesn't matter if I do it or if I do. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to have the same amount of songs. I'm still going to have the same kind of music, the same kind of people, the same kind of audience that will slowly start helping me understand that by helping me subscribe and showing that you guys appreciate these videos and stuff, the more that I can make these music and songs and obviously slowly to get this album going. But I don't think this way. My family brought up certain TV shows that are bringing up my past. And that's one reason why things are going on, because what you watch, what you see, what you listen to is going to come out of your mouth. What comes out of family's mouth is there's even been 2 girls from church. The dad has made at least 1 or 2 of them throw up in a bucket, and then they show up to the house where I'm at. And, to have them show up over here and then to have dad basically fight anybody that does not believe or trust in what what God had done. It blows you away how many people are thinking that this is the right path or this is the wrong path or whatever. Every single person tells someone that they're wrong, but when does somebody tell them that they're right? That's basically never. And if they do, they're doing it because they were like, all right, I've sat down with somebody, I've communicated with this. And that's one thing that people take in. I'm just super excited to see where this new album and these new songs go. Please hit that subscribe and help me out because, deep inside, I'm not the only one that needs help. We all do. That's the way it is. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But I'm also willing to admit that I'm wrong almost all the time. All the time, a simple all the time. It's just going to officially take a few days because of who I am. And being this kind of person in life, it's just showing that I need time to think about what's going on. But I'm proud to tell you guys that there is a reason and there is a purpose to keep moving forward and going to the gym and making a difference. I play basketball all the time outside because of who I am, and I like to do this stuff. So if there's any relationship down the road, then, I'm not looking for one, but, there is a part of me that wants to stop being lonely. Which I'm never lonely when I'm at my own spot. I usually know what to do, take care of this and that, and just motivating myself to go to bed. All right, so on this note, I'm going to let everybody go because I know that you guys are exhausted and tired and bored and just like, what are you talking about, all this crap? I'm talking about all this crap because this is what's going on in my head. This is what's going on in the last 13 days plus, even maybe longer. So please end up helping me out. If you guys are new here, welcome in. And if you guys need any prayer or any help to find somebody in your relationship, let me know because, hit that in the comments below the screen. We'll end up providing this video there too. And we'll see you guys very soon. So please help me. Well, everybody have a great night or day. Okay, well, here we go. Peace out.